Matt Sanders, thank you for a $5 super chat. Already have the 1200 milliwatt hack for the O3 air unit. That is wrong because there is no 1200 milliwatt hack for the O3 air unit. There is a ham unlock hack. Ham unlock is different. And I'm not trying to nitpick you, but if you are following the instructions for the 1200 milliwatt hack, that's not going to work on the O3. It's a different hack. So hopefully you just have mistakenly said 1200 milliwatt when you really did the ham unlock hack. What will I need to do for my GetRC Smart 35 with Runcam Wasp coming tomorrow? If you have the Runcam Wasp, the question is whether you have the goggles 2 or the V2 goggles. If you have the V2 goggles, then you will be doing the 1200 milliwatt hack. Oh, oops, I may have misspoken. You said the O3 air unit, and I assumed that you had the goggles too. You could have the V2 goggles. But if you have the V2 goggles, they're going to be in O3 mode, in which case, no, there still isn't a 1200 milliwatt hack. Wow, there's a lot to unpack here. Whether you're using, when you have the V2 goggles, if you use them with the O3 air unit, you put them in O3 mode. When you use them with the Avata drone, you put them in Avata mode. When you use them with the Caddx Vista, you put them in DJI Digital FPV System mode. And the 1200 milliwatt hack only affects the DJI Digital FPV System mode. It doesn't affect the Avata or the O3. Those have their own hack. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the goggles into DJI Digital FPV System mode, and then you're going to bind them to the Vista. You will need to do the 1200 milliwatt hack, and perhaps you'll need to do the FCC unlock hack on the Vista if you're outside the United States, or if you're in Europe, basically. The other thing I would do is I would root the goggles and root the Runcam Wasp video transmitter, because, again, if you're using the V2 goggles, you don't get full OSD. Now, if you have the goggles too, then what you're going to do is you're going to update the Runcam Wasp firmware to the latest, and that will allow them to bind to the goggles too. You won't need any special mode, and you won't need any rooting or anything. They will just work. Yeah. Hope that was more helpful than confusing. If you get stuck, you're always welcome to email me, jb@joshuabardwell.com, and I will try to help.